is that community involvement is not just a nice thing to do. That community involvement is a core part of not just business's responsibility, but actually business's strategy. If you want to be a world-class organization, if you want to have the best talent available to you and engaged in your mission, if you want to have a brand and a reputation and relationships that are world-class, community involvement needs to be at the table and a core part of any company strategy.
I have worked with Harry mostly through the Volunteer Center. He and I were on the board together for several years. I chaired the board and Harry was our treasurer. And I always so appreciated his ability to support our work. He was always very down to earth, very thoughtful, very thorough, and had a great way of finding practical ways to get things done. And I've also just been very impressed by all the good works that Deloitte has done in our community through their Global Impact Day. I remember going to person to deliver some items and seeing an entire crew of Deloitte employees taking over and beautifying their campus there. And the same at Child Care Learning Centers, the William Pitt Center, going to take my daughter to school and having Deloitte volunteers read to her and her classmates. And they're just a really great company, and Harry is embodies what it's great to be a volunteer on a board that's doing great works in our communities.
First met Harry in 2005. We approached him to see if he would be interested in becoming chair of the Fairfield County Information Exchange. It is a steering committee of about 10 people that really serve as sort of a brain trust for the Business Council of Fairfield County. So Harry was very agreeable to take on this task. I don't know if he knew what he was going to be in for those 6 years, but then he did join our board of directors, so I'm assuming that he had had a positive experience with us. What I would really like to say about Harry is that he is truly someone who wants to fully understand the issues at hand, and knowing that this isn't his background, that there was some homework that we all needed to do on a variety of topics, he was more than willing and interested to dig deeper, to bring in resources, whether they be from within his firm or from within the community, to better understand what the issues were and how we could learn more about them and address them.
Several years ago, Harry Hurvitz was our treasurer, and I worked closely with him because that was before we had an accountant. We had a bookkeeper, and we did not have a payroll service, and so I would have to go to Harry's office to have checks signed. And he was always so wonderful, asking me about how things were going. He was a busy man, but he took the time to sit down with me and kind of go over what was happening at the Volunteer Center. He's also so enthusiastic about Deloitte's Impact Day. They want to do skills-based volunteering on that day. So I asked him if they would have a workshop for the Volunteer Center, and that became a very successful program. So every year on Impact Day, they do a wonderful workshop about how to run your nonprofit as a business.
I worked with Harry as fellow board members of the Volunteer Center of Southwestern Fairfield County. Because we at the Volunteer Center had Harry working with us, his services were enjoyed by dozens of other nonprofit organizations. His services were enjoyed by thousands of people who were provided the services of those nonprofit organizations. There's really no one better to be recognized by the United Way. When Harry moved on from the Volunteer Center, what better organization for him to start working with than the umbrella organization of the United Way? Again, Harry's work continued by working with the United Way to provide services to those other nonprofit entities. I can't imagine the number of people who have benefited from Harry's commitment to volunteerism as well as his firm's commitment to volunteerism.
I've known Harry for many years. We served on the board of directors of the Stamford United Way together and also on the board of the Business Council of Fairfield County. So I've seen Harry in action over the course of many years. He has always made time to work to help make the city of Stamford a better community for all the people who reside here. Harry leads by example. The spirit of brotherly love that he was exposed to in the city of Philadelphia fortunately has stayed with him as he has moved north to Stamford. The most important thing about Harry is that he has figured out how to think with his head while not forgetting his heart. So in closing, Harry, I want to congratulate you and your family and let you know that if Ben Franklin were with us today, he would be very proud of you. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Harry. You so deserve this, and I so appreciate all that you've done for me and for the Volunteer Center and for our community.
Harry, I'd just like to say congratulations on your recognition for the Community Inspiration Award. You truly are a man who deserves this award above and beyond.
I'd like to congratulate Harry Hurvitz for receiving this Inspiration Award from United Way. It is truly deserved by Harry. Congratulations, Harry.
Congratulations to the United Way for picking a wonderful recipient of this award. Congratulations to Harry for being the recipient. And thank you to Harry for your commitment to volunteerism. That commitment makes our community better. And I know that your work in the future will continue to make our community better.